Now, I don't always talk about XRP, but when I do, it's because I found something. I'm looking at the Ripple Q3 markets report and some very interesting numbers jumped out at me. So if you're new here, make sure you hit that like button. We're going to dive right into this. Now, right at the top, first thing that they mention is XRP's correlation to the S&P. It's been recorded at its lowest levels on record. To me, this obviously indicates a separation from traditional markets. Digital assets, they're the future. We are the future, guys. Look, that's what I was thinking. We, us, together. Correlation to the S&P, lowest it's ever been in history. That's good to see. Unfortunately, though, in Q3, the daily volumes did hit a 4-year low, floating between $300 and $400 million. That's still not bad, in my opinion. One question that I did have, though, was where is it coming from? Where is it going? Don't worry, they break that down too. Trading activity in XRP continued to predominantly occur on the major non-US exchanges such as Binance, OKX, and Upbit. Yes, I was looking at those numbers on that chart and it reminded me of just how tied in CZ and Ripple really are. The majority of the XRP trading volume exists on Binance. So, depending on how you look at it, you kind of want to root for Binance if you're holding XRP. We'll get more into the numbers later. Let's talk Ripple and the SEC. It's something I don't cover often, guys, mainly because there's so much hype around it. But when I get a legitimate source, a solid source like this, I'm definitely going to break it down to you. So, October 19th, the SEC dismissed all remaining charges against Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Executive Chairman Chris Larsen. The stunning capitulation by the SEC was a dismissal with prejudice, meaning this decision is final and the SEC cannot later try and bring those claims again. That means that basically the SEC has nothing else to stand on. It's pretty much a wrap. Now, I was seeing videos with thumbnails saying that the case was pretty much over. And I was like, guys, don't go that far. There's still some more steps to be taken. But after reading this, nope, it's a wrap. All right. The case will now move straight into the remedy stage, in which the court will decide which remedies to impose, if any, in light of the court's findings that certain institutional sales constituted sales of securities. This news follows the series of consecutive wins for Ripple, including the July 13th decision that, as a matter of law, XRP is not a security. Let's say it one more time. XRP is not a security, guys. So that's the situation when it comes to the SEC. Again, it's pretty much a wrap at this point. So I hope you got something up your sleeve, Gary. But let's spin the globe a little bit. Ain't said that in a while. Talk about some global regulatory developments for Ripple. The biggest one from Q3 would be their approval major payments license from Singapore's Monetary Authority. Now, what makes this so big is Singapore's focus on stablecoin regulation. Monetary Authority of Singapore released a regulatory framework intended to bolster the stability of single currency stablecoins. Now, when we when we get into the charts in just a second, we'll find out that the majority of the trading volume on Binance, it's leveraged against Tether. However, there has been some activity in a new market on the ledger that may actually open things up to USDC. And that would be pretty huge for XRP if they had both of the king stablecoins fluctuating through the network. So let's talk chart action, though. What has been going on? First chart we're looking at is volatility from Q3. It reached its lowest point in 90 days, coming in at around 40%. What this indicates is simply XRP is a safe asset. You're guaranteed some pretty decent returns, and you really won't lose a lot of your principal investments. So that's always good characteristics to see in an asset. And to see it sustained in an asset is also a good thing to see as well. And then we also have price and volume from Q3. XRP was ranked third in Q3 when it came to volume across the board. 90-day volume, almost $500 million. Man, that's crazy. XRP spot exchange volume, Q3. Here is where we start to open up Binance and XRP's relationship, at least from the numbers. You can see here the major spike after the decision in July. A lot of that was on Binance and OKX. And here's where we get into the stablecoin information. And you'll see here in blue, most of the trading being done with XRP is being done with stable coins. So that's a strong trading environment. Binance remained an outsized player in the XRP market, an average of 60% going to them in Q3. However, there's been an uptick in other categories. And here's where I think USDC has an open window. US exchanges have grown to be almost 5% of global XRP volume. Now, 5% may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot more than it was a couple years ago. And now that number can continue to increase with the way that the SEC situation played out. And again, we talk a lot about USDC and the value that it brings to other chains like Solana, Stellar Lumens, Ethereum, Crypto.com, Polygon. I mean, they're continuing to expand the list. What happens when XRP gets added to that ecosystem? Think about it, guys. You got Ripple here who is dying to get into the US market. And here's something else too, right? Let's just zoom out a little bit. I could honestly see Chris Larson and Jeremy Allaire sitting down having lunch. They just look like two guys that might get along very well. They're both on the same mission to democratize the dollar and make financial inclusion accessible to all. So yeah, I'm predicting that. I'm going out on a limb here before the end of 2024, XRP and USDC. So let's jump and talk about the state of the XRP ledger itself, the foundation, the core. All right. When I look into XRP, this is where I put my focus, strictly on the ledger. Again, Ripple, yes, has many associations, but something you need to be aware of is that some of those associations are more on the speculative side. Okay, I'm always keeping 100 with you when I talk XRP. But let's dive into the ledger. Couple developments that are on the way that are going to bring a lot of value. Starting with XLS 30D. This is the automated market maker. So XRP has had its own decentralized exchange since its origin. It was actually the first application to ever exist on the ledger. It's the first thing they ever used it for. Developers can now use XLS 30D automated market maker integration to create new financial applications and or integrate into non-financial applications. So let's just say, for example, somebody wants to build a game on the XRP ledger, and within the game there are certain items that can be collected, traded, staked, whatever you want to do with it. Now they can go and make use of this automated market maker. And what it will allow for is for them to have accurate price information. They can then back it against other currencies, or you can create in-game assets and then they'll have their own values within the system as well. Definitely looking forward to seeing that hit the market soon. XLS 38D. This is a huge amendment. Check this out. The amendment enables a cross-chain bridge where XRP can move bi-directionally between the XRP ledger mainnet and a XRP ledger sidechain. So we just had the Xiaoyu sidechain launch for the XRP ledger. That Xiaoyu sidechain is going to open up payment channels on the XRP ledger. Just be careful out there when you're looking up information about Xiaoyu. People are out here scamming, trying to steal XRP. So please be careful. There's another side to this though. This cross-chain bridging software will also be able to establish a connection between the XRP ledger mainnet and the upcoming EVM sidechain. So in the future, in a short amount of time, the XRP ledger is going to be compatible with Ethereum's virtual machine. That's massive, because anything that can run on Ethereum will then be able to run on the XRP ledger, and vice versa. I believe I made that point in a video before too. Everyone is trying to link with Ethereum because Ethereum is going to be the base operating system for all of this stuff. That's why it made the Elite 8. All right. And that's also why you really don't see any tribalism here on this channel, because I am a firm believer of a multi-chain world. All right. Now let's get into on-chain activity. Q3 had an 3x increase in transactions. This definitely popped off after the announcement in July. Transactions dipped a little bit from 99 million to 90 million, but volume in decentralized exchanges went from 51 million to 218 in 1 quarter. That's huge. And another big number that I like to see, number of new wallets, number of new XRP holders came in at 157,936. So if you're one of those new XRP holders, welcome to DHN. We talked that real crypto game over here. You have just entered the quantum financial system. I had to think about it for a second, but that's the report. Let me know what you think down in the comments. How do you feel about the ledger's performance? Are you excited about this automated market maker function? I know I am personally excited about the side chains and the EVM compatibility. It's going to be huge, but that's all. I'll see you in the next one.